Alright, well, here's my other tank. As you can see, it's kind of dirty. It's been a couple of weeks since I haven't done a water change, and you can see the results from it. So whatever excuses I had kind of suck because the algae still grows. Especially that pump right there. I'm not liking that, but I'll take all that out, clean it out, take off all that algae on the glass. You can see some of the scratches that were on there from when I first got this tank. But they don't bother me, they don't bother the fish, so I'm cool. Anyway, now everything's doing good. The fishies are still there. Then an enemy keeps moving, so I need to keep, it keeps preventing the Duncans from growing. So I need to keep tilting that rock until eventually it moves from, it was here, it was down here somewhere. So now I want it to come back down here. Leave my Duncan alone, but very stubborn. Anywho, let's get to cleaning. This skimmer's doing great. Alright, well, this is the tank already cleaned, and it's been a few days after Reefapalooza. I removed the black background that I had, removed all the salt creep, and I actually transferred over some coral from the other tank. Transferred that one. And those two. It's only been a couple days, but it looks like it's already starting to get on the rock, which is kind of cool. A bit of sad news. I guess my tank kind of sucks as far as the parameters because the clam that I won at Reefapalooza died. Only lasted me like 3 days. So kind of bummed about that, but what am I gonna do other than start testing my water? And that officially will begin on Monday. So next week will be start testing your water day. Now that I went through all these seminars at the Reefapalooza with Rico and all these other guys, that was kind of cool. I did want to show you the coral that I bought since I transferred some over. I got a few zoanthids there, a couple on the back. I might be moving this orange one that I don't know what it's called. Just so it's starting crusting on rock. I got that coral back there, which I don't even know what it is, but it's pretty cool. If anybody knows, let me know. And I still haven't removed that Aptasia there. Where'd it go? Right there. There's a couple there. I saw this one piece of equipment that Fisher Hex has that you kind of stick it in there and zap them. I might buy that, I don't know. Although I did notice that the one that was here is not there anymore. So I guess me yanking it out worked, I don't know. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Because I think there's another one back there growing, and then there might be another one there. If I get that little zapper, it might be easier to just be zapping things away. And my coral back here, that one's starting to grow well also. And looks like it's going to start getting on the rock. I don't know if you can see it or not. Oh, that's the one that I bought. You can't see with the light here, sorry. So, oh, there it is. Yeah. So, anywho, happy about that. Everything else is still doing good. Like I said, on Monday, I'll be testing parameters in both of these tanks. I just never did because I feel like it's a pain in the butt. It's hard to do, but I think it's something that needs to be done. So stay tuned for that because I'm pretty sure my numbers are kind of jacked up. If clams like this one die in like 4 days. So yeah, I was bummed. My crab's still there. My fish are still cool. My clownfish. Hosting that anemone like crazy. I guess tilting the rock helped. My little Duncans are starting to grow back again. And my yellow wrasse is here somewhere. Chilling. So, oh, there it is. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to show you that I started working on the tank. Cleaning it a little better now. Paying more attention. Alright, so here we go. As I said before, I was going to start testing my tank to see what my both of my tanks, to see what my parameters are. I've had this tank for what? Maybe 5 years? And I think I've tested it once. And through the 5 years, yes, I've had issues. Things have died. Algae's been growing. And then as I start paying more attention to it, then it starts getting better. Still don't test it. I'll go ahead and I do water changes. Then I stop doing water changes. Anyways, you know the story. But after going to Reefapalooza, I went ahead and decided that I'm going to break out all my tests that I have. And I went out and about and checked out the internet and YouTube to see which tests that people actually use, which tests are easy, which tests are hard. And it looks like, for me anyway, that it's not necessarily what's easy or hard, it's just a matter of doing them. So, this is what I got. I have an API test kit. I have another one, which is actually still open because supposedly I was going to start testing it. I never did. I might have done it once, like I said. How old are these? I know this one's maybe about a year. And these expire 2021. That one expires in like a month. Oh, 10/2019. So what? This August, 2 months. Probably these other ones are older. That expired in 2017. This was actually my very first one that I bought, and I taped it up, as you can see, never to be used again since 2017. Like I said, this one's fairly new because I was going to start doing it and then I never did. I also got, this is all new stuff here. I got a Hanna Instruments handheld alkalinity checker. I already had a Hanna Instruments for the phosphate. These are actually pretty easy, to be honest with you. It's just not doing them, being lazy. That's what it is. I bought this Seachem Reef Status for magnesium. And then these are all new. These just came today. What is this? Oh, this is just a Cobalt Aquatics. I saw one of the YouTubers that talked about this pump, and this pump for me would work great when I'm doing the water changes, just because I don't have to stick the pump anywhere. It's in line. So I'm gonna try that out. But these are the new tests that I just got today. I got a Red Sea phosphate, Red Sea calcium, magnesium, and alkalinity test kit. And I got this Marine Care, which checks nitrates, phosphates, nitrites. So mostly to compare with all of these, especially these because they're old. I got these because there's a couple people that I actually do watch that I pretty much see them testing and doing their own water testing, and they're successful. So I mostly got them because of Travis from Fish Hex. And when you guys watch YouTube videos, there's just tons of people out there. And after you watch a lot of videos, there's so many people out there that you kind of stick to the ones that you like, the ones you understand. You know, Travis from Fish X might not make sense to you, but then, you know, you watch somebody else like Inappropriate Reefer or who else? Mark Callahan, Mr. Saltwater Tank. That guy's great. He's the one that actually motivated me to not quit the aquarium hobby. I watched all his videos, and now that, you know, he's doing all these tank builds and all this kind of stuff, that's kind of cool. Travis from Fish Hex is a totally different style of video, and I think that's why I like him, because it's different than Mark Callahan. Of course, BRS TV, you gotta watch BRS TV, right? Who else? Dutch Reefer. Anyways, there's a whole bunch of them. But those are my main ones that I usually watch all the time. Your Joey's cool because it's freshwater. I used to have freshwater. I might get another freshwater, but that's totally different. His videos are just different. It's not about saltwater at all. I remember he tried to do a saltwater tank, and then it looked pretty cool, but then he just stopped. I mean, his thing is mostly freshwater, so I'm interested in that, then I watch that. Anyways, the test stuff here is because of Travis from Fish Hex, like I said. And if he could do it, and the way he showed it, I'm gonna do it. Check all my parameters, because I know my tanks are jacked up. I already know. I mean, it's impossible to say that, oh man, all my parameters are cool, and oh man, look at that. Oh wow, check that out. Sorry, don't mean to go out on a tangent, but this coral here, I bought it like 2 weeks ago at Reefapalooza, and it had not opened. Earlier in this video that I put on, where the coral just wouldn't open, and it didn't open, and it finally opened. It took like 2 weeks. That's pretty crazy. I'm gonna modify this little rack here. I think I said I was gonna put it on stands. I'm gonna do that right now, and then I will start testing. I will also, no, I don't think I'm gonna put the testing on my on this video, just because it takes a long time and there's a lot of tests. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. I did see you could just check out on YouTube saying, oh, okay, how do I do, you know, this test or this test or that test, or the CCAM or APIs, whatever you want to do. HANA checkers, they're all in there. You just need to look for them. I will go ahead and I'll just show you all my limits once I'm done. And who knows, maybe I'll just do like some small video clips. I also saw this, and I wish I could remember which video I saw it on, that a fish store was, where was it? I'm sorry, I can't think, but this fish store was doing testing some water for some guy, and they had this little form, and then in the form they just put everything that was in there, like for the pH, ammonia, nitrite, nitrate, salinity, all these magnesium and alkalinity and stuff like that. And I figured, oh man, I'm gonna make one like that or similar to it. That way I can just write the parameters on there, and then it's all on there. And then I already have it on the Excel sheet. I'll put it on the Excel sheet, and maybe I can monitor it better that way. I can do it for both tanks because I'm going to do it for both tanks. I want to do it before I do a water change so that I can see the difference before and after. Oh, check it out. I just fed the fish, and these guys are fighting for some food. I give the food to the crab so he doesn't eat my other animals. But then the clownfish comes and steals it from him, man. Freaking clownfish. Anywho. It's been like what? It's gonna be 2 weeks now from the beginning of this video where I said, okay, I did the water change. Now we fast forward for 2 weeks, but I will do the water change after I do my testing. You can see I'm starting to grow some type of algae back there again after I scrubbed it down, kind of, sort of. But like I said, this one's doing okay. I might have to, I'll do a little bit of maintenance for it. I'm gonna fix that rack right now. So with the magic of YouTube, it'll just be done. And when I show you the next time I show you this tank, you'll see it'll be fixed. Alright, well there you go. I fixed it. I put a rack on there. I think I made it a little too tall, but I'm just gonna leave it that way. It's not touching anything. Nobody's touching each other except for the little zoanthids here. I want them just to kind of encrust on each other. Maybe that'll work, and then we'll have different zoanthids on each plug or whatever. I don't know. Those two on the left, they're both the same. It's just those three there. They just got stuck there, so I left them there. And that's pretty much it. So I put everything there, gave everybody a little bit of space. And like I said, that's the one that just opened up. Took about 2 weeks, but it opened up, so I'm happy about that. And that's pretty much it. So the next time my next video, I'll have my test results, and we'll go ahead and see what's going on with my tank. See what's going on with this one. I'm kind of curious about this one because this is where I have all my coral. The ones that are starting up, as opposed to these. These are doing pretty good, even though I just transferred them. So I see them still kicking. I don't see them getting white or anything like that. So we'll see. We'll see what my parameters are. I'll just post a quick video about it, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys. Well, I hope you guys have a good weekend. And if you guys went to Magna or at Magna or going to Magna or whatever in Orlando, that's pretty cool. I'm a little jealous. I can't afford to go, so I'm not going. I'm trying to get a tank going here. Alright. I'll keep you posted. Later.